Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles. And salutations to your brothers doing this thing sincerity and truth and with charity. And this is just a few more precepts, that came to mind through the spirit of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai to conversing with brothers. Water is large himself. And just extension, I guess, to the live stream that we did earlier. This is Revelations 22, and this right here actually was brought out by them, and was said that this is the government. They out themselves said themselves. So Revelation 22, and I'm gonna start at 19 just to get to the point. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life, and out of the holy city, and from things which are written in this book. And they out of their own mouth, said that this is talking about the government, which is a true statement. This is. They said that's talking about the Holy Kingdom, which is true. But that starts now, man. That's been established now. Okay? I mean, we brought out the second Ezra, the first chapter, who those leaders are, which are the prophets of old, and they back now. Okay? But this is Matthew 25. I'm gonna just start at this is Matthew 25:14. For the kingdom of heaven, okay, is as a man traveling to a far country who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And we established that the kingdom of heaven is what they was talking about, that same government. So let's go ahead. Who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. And that's us now, okay, with this word, man, with this truth. We have our different abilities, man, and we are here to do business, okay? Then he that had, by leading the flock, which that itself does lead the flock. We're the pastors. That's the start of the government being set up. Anyway, then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid in his Lord's money. It's like he hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Okay? I will make thee ruler over many things, man. Matthew 19:29. Those that's giving up these things to do this work. All right, to follow the Yahweh Shai, to increase the talents. All right? He said he told them specifically you're gonna be rulers over the children of Israel. That's the government. That starts on this side. It said it. Do this business, use the talents, increase the talents, and you shall be ruler over many things. This is the kingdom of heaven this parable is explaining right here. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Okay? Enter into the salvation, enter into the kingdom, and be ruler. Okay? Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gathered where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, And then at my coming I shall have received my own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which have 10 talents. For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But for him that have not shall be taken away even that which he have. And cast ye the unprofitable servants out of darkness, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. All right, and that's it on that. But okay, be thou rulers over many, man. That's the kingdom of heaven, but it starts on this side. All right, that's why the scriptures say, in fact, the scriptures say how not to offend one of these little ones. All right, in fact, this is Exodus 22:28. Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people. Okay? And that's just what it sounds like, man. That's us. We are them gods. That's simple, man. That's Hebrews 1:01, man. This Psalms 82:6. I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. I mean, we know that. And you're not supposed to revile the ruler of thy people, man. The pastor, man. Because in the ancient world, who was the ruler of the people, man? Ancient men, the prophets, the priests. Okay, the prophets and the priests. Those are considered the pastors, man, the wise men. Okay? That was the rulers, right? Because the rest of this verse then say what? Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people. Okay, now this is Acts 23 and 2. And the high priest Ananias commanded them that stood by him to smite him on the mouth. Then said Paul unto him, the Most High shall smite thee, thou whited wall, for thou sittest thou to judge me after the law, and commandest me to be smitten contrary to the law. So this is a wicked ass nigga Paul is talking to, right? And they that stood by said, revilest thou God's high priest? Because that was against the commandment, man. But let's see what Paul did. Did Paul say, well, you going off, nigga, so it don't matter. Okay? Then said Paul, I was not, brethren, that he was the high priest. For it is written, thou shalt not speak evil of the ruler of thy people, man. That's the government, man. The man that's set to teach this truth, man. That's the government that received the talent that's doing his work. That's the government, man. And you're not supposed to speak evil of the ruler of thy people, man. That's against the commandments, man. Point blank, period. And we gods. It said don't revile the gods, man. That's like you going double off, man. That's why it's blaspheming the Holy Ghost, man. We are that order set up in the kingdom of heaven, man. On earth. Let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. We've been established now, man. We're rounding up the men and getting established, man, like it says in Psalms, getting the order in the midst of them, man, before their eyes. It's that simple. It's that simple. In fact, I'm gonna get this. This is Sirach 7. Actually, Salaki. Numbers 12 and 1. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because the Ethiopian woman who he had married. He had married an Ethiopian woman. And they said, hath the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Hath he not spoken also by us? And Yahweh heard it. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which are upon the face of the earth. And Yahweh spake suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, come out, you three, unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out. And Yahweh came down in the pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I Yahweh will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who was faithful in all mine house. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently and not in dark speeches, and the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, he departed. All right, that's the perfect precept to their dignitaries, man. They feared not speaking evils of dignities, man, you know. Why would you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? Why Paul even corrected himself for scoffing against a wicked high priest. That's the law, man. That's the order, man. Because this is the government, man. Okay? It's a rock 7. Just to show back the priests and the servants to be reverenced, man. Okay? That we are not to, that we those rulers, man, is be reverenced. So rock 7 and 29. Fear the Lord with all thy soul. Actually, I'm gonna start up some. So rock 7:27. Honor thy father with thy whole heart, and forget not the sorrows of thy mother. Remember that thou wast begotten of them, and how canst thou recompense them the things that they have done for thee? So how can you pay back these men that brought you into this thing, man? Your spiritual parents, man. You're supposed to honor them. You're supposed to keep that in mind. Have some respect, man. It's that simple. Why would you revile your parents, man? Anyway, calling your dad nigga and shit. Hey, nigga. You guys can't even really see that, man, because you don't really have these scriptures in you. You calling your dad nigga. Hey, nigga. Yeah, I can correct you, nigga. Remember that thou wast begotten of them. How canst thou recompense them the things they have done for thee? Fear the Lord with all thy soul and reverence his priest. Reverence, man. Look it up. Love him that made thee with all thy strength, and forsake not his ministers. Fear Yahweh and honor the priest, man. Esteem him highly, man. And give him his portion as is commanded thee, the first fruit and the trespass offering, and the gift of the shoulders, and the sacrifice of sanctification, and the first fruit of the holy things. Alright? So it's that simple. No matter how you look at it, man. You're supposed to have respect for the men that's teaching this thing in the right way. And you yourself slipped up and said out your own mouth. Break down the private interpretation, man. Holy men speaking. That's the government, man. The holy men that teach this truth. It's that simple, man. And they're to be reverenced. As unto Yahweh Shai, like it says in Ephesians. All right, the 6th chapter. Furthermore, one last, scripture, because it is going to be probably something like Overkill, name this video, just to show that we also are those rulers, part of those rulers, that sect in heaven that's going to rule, man. Actually, we're next in line after Yahweh Shai. This is Revelations 22:8. I'm going to start at 7. Behold, I come quickly, blessed is he that keepeth the sins of the prophecy of this book. Yeah, I'm going to start here. Behold, I come quickly, blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book. And I, John, saw these things and heard them. And when I heard and seen, I fell down to worship before the feet of the angel which showed me these things, right? This angel, right? Which would be part of the Lord's host, his army, the government. Then said he unto me, see thou do it not. For I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren, the prophets, and of them which keep the sayings of this book. Worship the Most High. Okay? Hey, with that, all praise and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors the apostles. And salutations to your brothers doing this thing sincerity and truth and with charity. Shalom.